Hello there, and welcome to Mark Carr Hypnotherapy. Today we have an old friend of mine, an old work colleague actually, Michael. Welcome, Michael. How are you?
Yeah, much better. Yeah, all good,
All
mate.
good to hear. Good to hear. Thanks very much for doing this. As is always the way, I thank everyone that comes on here for doing this because it does take some balls to do it, and it's really important because it puts the message out there. So, Michael struggled with anxiety a little while ago, and I saw him just under a month ago. We've completed everything a week or so ago now, a week ago. So, Michael, without further ado, mate, take it away. Just let us know what was going on with you, and the whole thing. All yours.
Whereas, well, I've suffered from anxiety for a little while, so I've been going on and off. I rang you probably towards the end of last year, and I was sitting there thinking, oh, I could do some help, and then I was like, oh no, I feel all right. So I didn't, and then all of a sudden things come back on top, and I was like, right, this time I've got to deal with it. So just wanted to get it over and done with. So gave you the bell. Basically, there was loads of bits and pieces going on in my life. I'd lost a few friends. I got promoted at work, which should be a good thing, but then loads of people left and got a little bit over. Everything just sort of came on top, and I just needed some help. So at the time, I was worrying about pretty much everything, and it was just getting silly. So yeah, although I knew in my head I didn't need to worry about things, I just weren't sleeping and stuff. So I just wanted some help, and yeah,
Mhm.
you come to my house and sorted me out, got it straight.
How is it affecting home life?
um, yeah, it's hard when you're still up all night, and the wife works, as you know, because you know her as well.
Hmm.
Shift work and everything else. Yeah, it was just pretty crap, really. So
Hmm.
it's much better now. Much better. So yeah, I feel 100 times better. So yeah, affecting home life, it was just yeah, you just feel a bit of a burden more than anything else, and that was what was doing my head in more than anything. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and that's not uncommon because you've got so much going on up there in that noddle of yours, and you can't sort of tear it apart and work out what's going on. You've got so many responsibilities, especially as a man. You know, doing your thing, you got to do your thing, haven't you? And yet you just don't feel that you're in a position to do it. And I know you, as you say, I know your other half, very busy woman, and yeah, very very busy woman. You know with what she does, and so of course, yeah, it must have been quite difficult knowing that she's doing all that, and then there's you to contend with as well. Um, but um, so obviously I've come around and we've had a hypnosis session together, a couple of hypnosis sessions together. What was hypnosis actually like for you?
the first one I was a little bit like, well, I said to you, I sort of tested it. I was like, you said about going doing this thing, and I was like, is it? And you're like, you just got to release yourself, and I was like, right, yeah, no, cool. And then it was really strange. I had like what you called the emotional pop after the first session,
Yeah.
which was on the phone with my mum talking about, it, and then just suddenly burst into tears. It was very, very strange. And dreams after the first session were mad. But being actually under hypnosis was really relaxing, really chilled. You can hear everything. You can't. It's not like I said to you, oh, 1, 2, 3, back in the room sort of thing. It's actually just really relaxing, helps you focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's, I think, what the main part of it is. You just feel in your own space. It's completely chilled out, which
Oh.
is what I needed, to be fair.
It's funny you mentioned the idea of dreams. Yeah, some people do get that. Not everybody, but some people get some really, really strange, vivid dreams. And I like to think that it's just the mind because your mind um, is sorting stuff out. It's processing all this stuff. It's been given permission to go into that junk room and clear it out. Um, and your mind does its best work at night when you're asleep because essentially you're not getting in the way of it by consciously thinking of stuff because it then has to go, oh, all right, fine. But if you're out for the count, then it says, right, the boss is in bed, let's go and have a play and clear out all this crap. So yeah, the dreams thing is quite funny because you said, oh my God, the dreams. You didn't tell me what they were, and I don't really want to know actually. Lord knows what goes through your mind. So yeah, I mean, we did the 4 sessions. Did you have a favorite session at all, or?
The first one was a bit of an eye opener more than anything. I liked the third session, the train thing. I really thought that was like the metaphor for it.
Yeah,
Actually, really sort of reminisced with what I sort of thought. You know what I mean? So that was good. The fourth session was cool. I quite liked all of them, as you know. It was just relaxing. It was,
yeah.
yeah, like
Now, Michael's just mentioned the word metaphor. Um, your minds, ladies and gents, you can talk directly to your mind, but it does understand language in a certain way. So what goes on up here and what comes out of your mouth can be two very, very different types of things. So the best language for your mind is what's called a metaphor. So essentially, what I've done with Michael is I've given him a
yeah,
story for his mind. And if you can imagine, Michael, I mean, if you don't mind me saying what team you like, what team you support, Michael's an avid Tottenham fan. And if you can imagine getting on a train and going to a match on a train and it's full of Arsenal fans, yeah, you're not going to feel very comfortable. But if you stop at a station and those Arsenal fans get off, it's like a moment of, oh, thank goodness for that. Yeah. And that's how the mind works. It loves a metaphor and it understands exactly what we're talking about. So, yeah, a lot of people do like that one.
yeah. No, it
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah. All right, cool. Uh, anything else at all? I mean, how are you feeling now? What's the difference now to what you were before?
I feel a lot clearer minded,
Mhm.
which is amazing. I'm sleeping better, 100 times better, funnily enough. Yeah, I mean, I think I really wanted to give it a go. So I've like given up alcohol. Come off all social media, like I said to you as well.
Mhm.
Just, yeah, I, I think you need the first step is definitely making the call. Um, and like you said, that's half the battle.
Yes.
Uh, to try and admit that there's something there, and then try and give yourself every opportunity um, to go with it and just relax and get into it. And like I say, that there's various parts. I think hypnotherapy plays a big part in me feeling a lot better. But just
Mhm.
even the conversations beforehand,
Mhm.
um, and the chat and the laugh after.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm feeling 10 times better. I'm going back to work tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow, Monday.
That's
I'm
eager.
yeah, that's not that eager. But I'm looking forward to it. Which before I was nervous, I was worried about what people were going to think, this, that, and the other. I've just worked out I'm not Superman. I can only do what I can do.
Right.
And even when I say it to my bosses, they're like, "Yeah, no, that's fine. When you do what you do, you're good at it. So just crack on. Don't take on too much, and just get better." And
Understand.
yeah,
Yeah.
so everyone seems positive around me. I feel positive going forward, which I think is the main thing. Wife's happier. She says I'm a lot better than what I was, and people are noticing it, which is the other thing as well, which is
Mhm.
good. So yeah, I feel better in myself. People are saying I'm looking better and feeling better.
Mhm.
So proof will be in the pudding. But yeah, I've really enjoyed the sessions, and it's worked for me. I think
Yeah.
so.
Well,
Now
the
yeah.
pudding, as you call it, is going to taste good. The pudding's going to taste good. All we need to work on next is just that bloody team you support. That's all. We'll come down. We'll sort that out, mate.
Yeah, I don't
Help you join a proper team. Yeah.
bad.
Okay. So, ladies and gents, as you can see, there's the proof of the pudding there. Okay. Another one who was going through their own personal hell, had the hardest bit, as Michael rightly says, is making that first call. I can't help you. Nobody can help you until you say to yourself, I am in trouble. I have to get help. I have to do this call. And then you pick up that phone and you make that call. Once you've made that call, that's it. Your journey starts. And you've already, as Michael rightly said, because I do say that to people, you've won half the battle. All right. So get out there. Don't be afraid. Make the call. And even if you don't like that particular therapist, there's hundreds of us out there, thousands of us out there. There's somebody for you. So, Michael, Thanks so much for doing that.
No worries.
Um, Keep in contact, and we'll have a good old ding dong chat or something, yeah, and say
Yeah,
my love to the family. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, you can find me on YouTube, you can find me on Google, Facebook, Instagram. My website is www.markcarthypnotherapy.com, and on all those medias, you can find all the testimonials from people like Michael, just saying it used to be hell and now I'm good. So this is Mark Carter of Mark Carter Hypnotherapy, wishing you the very best of mental, emotional, and physical health.